Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Rangers Radar. Jake Howorth with Lyons and Ryan Radisa. And guys, first question off the top. You both are playing defensemen for the North York Rangers. What really brought you guys to play in that position? Because most kids growing up want to be forwards.
I just thought, growing up, I was always taller than a bunch of other kids. So I think just being taller and being able to use my physical side to the game, it was easy to pick being a defenseman. And just my awareness in the D zone was always better than my awareness in the offensive zone. So I think being a defenseman was quite easy for me.
I'm not sure about that one. I don't know. I was always a forward growing up, and then I liked rushing the puck a bit, and so I just moved to defense, and nothing else more than that, really.
You also get a little more ice time compared to the forwards, which is a positive for sure. Yeah. And last year at this time, both of you guys were in different programs. You being with Trenton, you being with Milton. When you guys were a part of that whole new regime coming into North York, what was the first thing you noticed about the culture and just the locker room in general?
When I first got traded, Kyle Clark actually reached out to me, gave me a text, and right then I knew the culture was very good. I knew Schmogi as well, so coming in here, it was just the guys were good, the locker room was great, and just being a part of a team that wanted me and being traded and being wanted, it felt good. Yeah.
And then for you came from a struggling Milton IceHawk squad.
Yeah, the first thing I noticed actually was during the practice, my first one here, there was a huge difference. It was so much harder. So I knew it was a bit more intense and they expected a lot, but as Ratty said, it's nice when you're coming to a team and you're wanted and they're doing well, and it's nice being a part of that.
And for you guys right now, how good do you think this team can be? Because you almost beat the defending champs in Georgetown. You forced it into overtime and lost in overtime. So how good do you guys think this team can be this year?
It's a big difference from last year. I feel like this team has a ton of potential to do well. We've given Georgetown a good couple of runs, and I think last night we could have come away with the 2 points for sure. So I think if we stick to our game, I think we could be really good and go really far in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think. In my hand, I think for sure. I think we're the best team in the league. If I'm gonna be honest,
massive comments.
Well, I don't know. As long as we just have to get some bumps out of our game, but I don't know, the skill on our offensive standpoint and the D are so steady that I just think we got a really solid team here, and we're gonna win.
Yeah, confidence. And I gotta ask you guys a quick question because I noticed this while I was researching you two. Do you guys remember what year you got drafted to the OHL and who drafted you?
Yeah, Mississauga Steelheads drafted me, I think, in the 10th round.
And what about you?
Mississauga Steelheads, 11th round.
Exact same year. I noticed that while I was researching you. So yeah. Okay, so we'll get to the funny zone now. It's time to roast your opposing teammates and anyone else you really want to think of. So first question: who's the best chirper on this team?
Best chirper? I don't know. I play with P. Mazika, and he's always very vocal. I mean, when we play Oakville, as soon as we get off, he's like, yeah, give me the door. I want to chirp the other guys. And sometimes I hear it, and sometimes I got to shake my head because it's just come on. But he's got a lot of good ones.
Okay, worst chirper?
I think Tyler Flack for sure. That guy, so oblivious. I don't even know how he goes out his day. That's all I can say about that guy. He's injured right now, but hopefully he'll be back soon.
Okay, so if you guys were stuck on an island, who would be the number one teammate that you would want to get off that island?
I'd probably go with Will Hunter. He's just a good guy, and I feel like he could be useful on an island. Just kind of the good to know guy to be on an island with.
Who would be the completely worst wingman in the dressing room?
I'm not sure. Maybe Noah Jordan, I guess. He's a pretty awkward guy. No, I'm kidding. He's a good guy. Yeah.
Who's the funniest guy on the squad?
Funny? I'd probably have to go with Jack. He's quite the guy in the locker room, and just when guys are down, and just Jack kind of brings the team up with just his funny personality. So I'd probably go Jack. Yeah.
Okay, if you were developing a WWE tag team match to go against the Hunter brothers, because everyone says the Hunter brothers, who would it be?
Yeah, Ratty, for sure. They're a lot of talk, if I'm going to be honest. I think we could easily take them in a couple rounds. I think it'd be pretty simple. You agree?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think they're just all talk.
So who would be the biggest softie? So if you brought them to a sad movie, they would cry. Like shed a little tear.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I could see Tyler Flack having a little soft side. Maybe go see like Marley and Me, and he'll definitely cry for sure.
Okay, so who's more like the dad on the team, making sure everyone's doing keep-ups at the right time, showing up, other than the captain, like anyone else?
I don't know. Will Hunto's always like that guy that's motivating everyone. Like, he's always on the bench. He's loud. He's talkative. He's just a good guy overall. I'd say him probably.
And who has the hardest shot on the D-core?
Oh, I gotta say, yeah, Jack or Sam for sure. Yeah, Jack's he's got a pretty lethal shot back there.
Who has the softest shot back there?
I'd have to say Radisa probably. He's got a real muffin. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how that thing gets to the net sometimes.
Okay, so for the last question, the forwards, who has the best shot and who has the worst shot?
Best shot, I'd probably go with Campoli. He's got a really hard shot even in the Patriots game. Took like 2 steps in the blue line and just rifled it top corner. Worst shot, I'd probably go. That's tough. The sewer or somebody, but I don't know. I'd probably go with Robinson. He's just absolute muffin. Just.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I 100% agree with that.
I forgot to ask you guys this question before the Chirp Fest. If you can compare your game to anyone in the NHL, past or present, who would it be and why?
Oh, right now I'd probably go with Alex Pietrangelo. Yeah. He's a good two-way defenseman who's really strong in his D zone, but also can put up like really good offensive points and just is a good leader and leads by example.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same guy actually. That was the first guy that came to my mind. Like he said, like you can't just be defensive, you can't just be offensive, and he's a great example of to be both. Like, so yeah.
Well, thank you guys, Ryan Radisa, Jack Lyons, for joining us on Rangers Radar. I'm Jake Howorth, and we'll catch you guys next week right here.